Let's get it. Hey, When I was younger, I never met sin. A mama did druggy, that shit let me damage. I'm from a place where these niggas told him is I got a gun just to pull up and fin. I'm over the ghost like my name Danny Finn. I'm about the shit, I don't got men. This this little bitch holding the jets. She let me kill, got it on cam. You got a problem, address the issue. Find your address and we pull up with pistols. Pull up with missiles. Yeah. Hey, niggas been talking that they do the damage. Chopper just drawing them like it's a canvas. Get to that money and move to Atlanta. Met this little bitch in Atlanta. Yeah, she a dancer. Hit it and quit it. Never romantic. Back in my bag. It's just a habit. NY nigga. About to go savage. Hey, haters on my dick, they stuck on my Insta. I'ma just flex on the gram and then fuck on they system. Money keep calling, I'm doing a race like I'm TK. Tell them hating niggas catch up. Truly never gonna let up. Tell them pussy niggas shed up. Lullabies with Beretta. Preacher singing, hold your head up. Hey, then they got that new range with the lot. She gon' let Chili fuck off the watch. My dope baby come straight from the block. I was just racking up, quarterback niggas be sacking them. Benjamin's adding up. I got a shot cause them haters ain't mad enough. Fucking attacking cause Chili ain't had enough. Money keep calling, these bitches annoying. We pulled up on quiet shit, bullets are snoring. We swerving the form, we tripping the form. My bitches are form, my life should be fun. Now back to the top, but we pull up with monster. Tell me where the drug ass gon' be hostages. Living rock style, life on some rocket shit. Present lifestyle, feel like a rocket shit. Can't take the heat, get the fuck up out the kitchen. Niggas whipping Justin Bieber. Hey Montana, what's the difference? Yeah, Martina, trending topic. We be dripping with a mop at niggas saying that they like that, but I doubt that. Hey, roll the dice, baby, show me a head crack. From the city where these niggas get head crack. Red dot, pussy dressing that all black. Green light, so you know that they on that. Ray Allen shooters, niggas gon' score. That Russian cream be the backwood. Gotta smoke good just to act good. Like my bitches ratchet like hood. Hold the ratchet for me if I get booked. Just a friendly reminder, she giving me brain. I don't gotta remind her I'm fucking her solar. It's just the one out there, I'm pull up and moves. Hey, niggas gon' shoot.
Back and forth and play this cat and mouse game. It is what it is. If you with it, let me know from the beginning. What it's gonna be. Yeah.
So what it's gonna be, baby girl? You acting like you're tryna come home. So I wanna leave with me, girl. So acting like you come home. I wanna leave you, girl. You're not really tryna roll.
I'm about to roam, dismissing all these bitches hitting up the phone. I'm headed to the spot just to be alone. I step in, get a table while I'm in the zone. Something like one bottle just to be social. Hitting Twitter, let my hitters know I'm chilling local. And I'm sipping while I'm sitting solo. I'm just different bass hitting while I'm listening to total. A lot of things on the floor shaking. Each one got me more patient. I see when I'm like, Lord gracious. Let's see what it's gonna take us. I told her, I wanna see you on the floor naked. She laughed. She looked at me and said, this boy crazy. Then she looked at me and said she overdated. Then I looked at her and said, I'm so persuasive. Then I grabbed her by the hand, headed to the table. It's glasses after glasses, getting more acquainted. The liquor make these women show their true colors. Brown and brown equals black when it's on the covers. It could all start with a couple licks, and they can end with you. And in between, I be it's blindfolded sex. You don't know who you fucking with. She said the party done, let's get out of here. I said the party starts when we out of here. By the end of the night, we can both get right. I'm not here just to find me a Wi-Fi. So what it's gonna be,
baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. So I wanna leave you, girl.
Acting like it's
a come home. I wanna leave you, girl.
I ain't tryna leave.
I'm really tryna roll.
You ain't tryna leave. Okay, let go. Now what you gonna do? Cause I already know what you wanna do. And I can tell that you can tell that I'm wanting you. And I ain't with the game, so I'm laying in front of you. So now it's your decision. Because your decision, it will lead to more decisions. And the more decisions we have is for more positions. Both our wrists handcuffed together, fucking codependents. I'm trying to get you alone, girl. And ain't nobody trying to fuck your buck-tooth home, girl. So leave her by herself right there where she's supposed to be. And bring your sexy ass more close to me. Let's have a toast to me. Cause this calls for a celebration. Let's say cheer to the crib with the betters waiting. Soon as we friend up, where you gon' end up in a room that's tremendous. In the mood getting bit up. Now tell me how that sound, cause I get around like Tupac if you not down. What you mean? If you ain't with it, gotta let me know. If you ain't with it, I ain't flipping, I'll let you go. So call me a loser. I don't get mad, I just call you an Uber. I dig on your cab, and if you want me to do ya, then get and relax, looking thick in the passenger seat when we pulling out. Now all the stops are pulling out. I see you staring, so I dare your mama pull it out. By the end of the night, you can both get right. I'm not here just to find me your wife, alright? So what it's gonna be?
Baby girl, acting like you're tryna come home. Girl, so get your ass in the phone, come home. I don't wanna leave with you, girl. If you're not really tryna roll. So what it's gonna be, baby girl? Acting like you're tryna come home. I don't wanna leave with me, girl. So get your ass in the phone, come home. I don't wanna leave with you, girl. If you're not really tryna roll.
HHPOV. Yeah, my mic is nice. Yeah. Thursday, 6 to 8. Heroes HQ presents HHPOV. But this is Heroes Headquarters, the radio show. What's up? Live in effect. Bravo Captain, I'm in the building right now. Representing, holding it down. Solo. Rain is looking. It's looking real gray outside. Dismal. Dismay. Soggy. A little upset. Yeah, man. We getting in it today right now in effect. Had some interesting stuff that went down musically wise, you know what I'm saying? If you're following me on IG, you can see my posts, you know, you go to my stories, I'm always putting up some type of information. And my IG is Bravo Captain. Everything is Bravo Captain. Just Google that, just put me in there and you get that. That's the Facebook, that's the LinkedIn. Also LinkedIn is Heroes Headquarters. Facebook is also Heroes Headquarters for the brand. But you know, Bravo Captain, Heroes Headquarters, HHPOV, Gold. Fingers on fingers on fingers upon the hand. We're all connected and we work as one. Yeah, I put some stuff down on IG. One thing is about Jay-Z's Blueprint album being inducted into the NRR, which is dope. Sierra is filing to change her son's name to Russell Wilson Jr. Wow. That's I don't know that. You got to be a parent to really. That's an awkward situation right there. It's really awkward, considering that the father is still alive. You know what I'm saying? So that's a situation between them two. I don't really know. That's the first time I've ever heard that publicly.
The Sierra Russell.
Yeah, like changing his whole name. You're not changing his last name. You're changing his whole name. That
And a
I've
junior.
never heard that. I've never heard that in my life. I've never heard. I don't think parents have the guts to do that type of stuff.
Well, she has the guts, and she's the parent. She's the parent. So, what's going on, guys? It's your girl Tay. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, but I've never heard
Blame it on
that
the
as
rain.
well. Yeah, no, the rain was a little bit tricky. I forgot. Usually on Thursdays I stay after work anyway, just a little bit, because we get out like whatever. But I forgot we have test prep and after school. So when I was trying to go, they were leaving the same exact, like half the school was leaving the same exact time as I was. So I was like, oh my God, I done waited a little bit too long.
Oh.
And so it
I
was,
thought you was waiting. I thought when you was leaving, the rest of school was leaving, like you hold it back because you didn't want them to see you leaving.
well, sometimes,
Okay.
but
It's cool.
yeah,
We
because
gonna
then the
keep that
parents,
quiet.
the parents stop you, and
Yeah,
then
you wanna
so I
talk.
tried to
My
leave
son,
like
you
maybe
like-
5-10 minutes before, but I
You
went
like, we
downstairs.
got parents
and-
teachers meetings for
What's
this
homework?
stuff. Like,
Da, 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 da.
don't.
But on top of that, you know, like being a teacher, I've never heard that before.
I've never heard that.
I
I wonder how that's gonna play out in court.
I wonder how it's gonna play, and I wonder actually how all parties feel. I wonder how Future feels, Sierra, Russell, and Future Junior. What is
Yeah.
his name? Future?
Yeah.
Future Junior or something. I wonder how he feels, because if it's something that he has asked and requested, that's interesting. I changed my last name.
I think it's a lot awkward on Russell Wilson's part.
It is.
I think he's gonna feel.
'Cause what if they-
He's gonna feel the brute. He's gonna feel the most of this, the whole thing, because first of all, you know, Future already looks at it like you came in and you're the you know, like when you're a stepfather and things, even when you're doing right, you're still like the father. Whether he's doing right or wrong, he's still looking at you like you're trying to. And even a mother, you're looking like you're that parent now. You know what I'm saying? So it's an ill situation, but I think Russell's really going to feel it the most because he's like a quiet guy. He just handles his business, and now this puts him in a situation. And a lot of people, like, and what it does too, because they're entertainers, now it divides fans now. It will do. Yes, you go, let's not get it twisted.
I'm not getting it twisted.
Fans are personal nowadays. So
they are personal.
if you a fan,
I can't imagine. I'm not even gonna put that out in the universe. So I'm gonna stay positive. So go ahead, because I was gonna compare them to another couple, but I'm not. But at the same time, like I said, if the child wants that, that's all parties. Like if he's like, no, I don't want it, and then they change it anyway, or if he says I want it, like imagine being the father and your child says I don't want your name, I want the person who's taking care of me, his name. You on another level of all right, my whole manhood.
True. Yeah,
like your
that's
son
a
is
different
telling
thing.
you,
That's
I
a
don't
different
want your name, Dad.
thing.
That's what
I think it's more Sierra.
Maybe
And
we
I'm
don't
not.
know.
I'm not
Maybe
making
we
her.
don't know.
I'm not making her a bad guy.
Okay.
I'm just saying she is a mother and she's hurt. And
You think she's hurt?
yeah.
Oh, you know her?
No, I'm just
Okay.
because it's a single parent. It's a single parent. I know. My mom's a single parent. I know what it is.
But
man.
she's technically not a single parent. She's
you're
married.
not. You're married, but you're still. It's still like he ditched you. We had a baby, and we weren't good enough for a family. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Well,
as
isn't
women,
he has another child? Doesn't he have another child on the way? This dude is
you gotta understand
overpopulated.
that. But like I said, though, they're entertainers, so they're
overpopulating
their
us.
business was in public, straight from the jump. Mm-hmm. And as a woman, as a woman, when you have a child and the father is not playing the role of the father, you're forever hurt.
Forever.
Like money doesn't make up for
That's very true.
you not being there. So I know Sierra's like, you know what? You want to play these games? Let's play a game that you really don't want to play. Pow.
Okay.
Women's History Month. Bang.
That's interesting.
Oh man,
I don't
You
even
gotta-
want to put
yeah,
that
you
on you,
gotta-
but that's tough when somebody says they don't want your name, and I'm just thinking about
Hey, man.
we are all for what's the best for the children
True
and what's
indeed.
the best for the family. And if he has a say in it, and he says that he does not want to be associated with his dad on that level, that's really deep. And how do you move forward from that? Because as a mother, you may say this is Sierra, but as a mother, how do you move forward from telling your child, you know, like, yes, we're going to keep your name? What if he created that, you know, because we've never heard this before. What if the son had asked that and then she figured it out? We don't know. So unless they have the trial out in public, which they probably most likely will.
I don't think he did it because he's still young, and
You don't know.
As a child, when you look at
You-
no, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you from a
Okay.
parent's point of view.
Okay.
As a child, when a child, no matter what, like the father can do all type of stuff, the child always has hope and believes that they will be a family. They
From
always
your-
believe that
from your
until they get to a
perspective.
certain age.
From
Till
your
they-
from your
This
perspective.
kids, I know that.
But but that's what I'm saying is from your side of it, because I've been in that situation before and I stopped believing that young.
So
My
there's
grandmother took care of me, so I didn't
but-
see mom, dad for me. I just saw my grandmother and my brother and my sister as a family.
But see, your situation was different.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
was
said
with
for
your-
my
No.
situation.
But you was with your grandmother, so you had neither one.
Yeah, I had
You
neither
feel what
one.
I'm saying? But when you're with one, you always have that hope of like, oh, they're gonna come back, they're gonna be together, they're gonna be together, they're gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? Because there's one there.
Okay.
So you kind of have friends, and you see friends,
Oh, of
or you
course.
see TV, and you see them, the family situation going on. So you always kind of like, I want that, I want that, I want. And no matter how bad it gets, you still, I want that. I think it can happen. I think it can happen. Oh, my father called my
That's
mom's
true.
on Mother's Day. Maybe they're gonna work it out. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Uh,
Well, I'm gonna go.
sticky situation. We're gonna let that go.
I agree.
We're gonna let that go. We got a guest in the building?
Yeah, but I think they could eat some.
Oh, okay. We're gonna hold on a second. We might have our guest in the building. So, like I said, man, we out here, you know, you can go to my my stories and everything and see the post that I put up about things, you know, a lot of situations going down. You know, that's a real one, man. That's for the parents, you know. That's for the parents, and that's real. So I guess it's here.
Yeah, but we're gonna wait for
We
you.
gonna hold on a
We're gonna hold on a
second
second.
until
Just 1 second. I'm actually pretty author, so it sounds like it's some family in that. So that would be a good question to bring back up.
Yeah.
But like you said, we're moving on. There was a lot of stuff going on this week. I definitely was a lot of trending topics. It was a lot.
I'm trying to
especially
look
from
at.
last week.
Yeah, I was trying to look at some of the posts because I just be putting stuff up. I see stuff, I'll be like, what the hell? This is crazy.
Uh-oh.
But, yeah, man, it's interesting things. Music, man.
Well, I did want to ask you a question about nostalgic things. In terms of concerts, I was listening to Remy Ma, and she was saying how, I think I forgot what concert it is or when it's going to happen, but I think it's DMX. Just a few people who were around back in that day is going to be,
Is that the June? Is that the
yeah, I
the
think
June
so. It's like
concert?
DMX and
Yeah, I think I know what you was want. I think I know. What
she
you
was saying like she wants to be in
April, might be April,
front
I
row
don't know.
seats to it, that certain people or certain times, certain people, they don't get to see them live.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we remember their music.
Yeah.
We remember what it did to us, but we never really had that opportunity. So we are blessed in this era to have all of those musicians and artists come together.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that is true. But I've been blessed to see a lot of people in concert, but I still was like, to have that ability to go back in time and put together a concert that I would want to see front row is like on another level. But now I think it's happening more, obviously.
yeah.
But she was saying like some people back in like before me.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, I don't know.
I would need a budget of $1 billion to put on a concert.
You putting on a budget of
Nah, I would need $1 billion to put on a concert of my dreams. Like
Okay.
have the artist that I would love to see performing. I need like $1 billion because I would like to pay everybody very fairly. Like even though you're a superstar, I would like to have everybody have a similar type of pay to it. And
Okay.
you know, you come off good, come off nice. I wanted to ask this question right now.
That's interesting. You said you need.
Sound good, sounds good. Is here,
look
and
like
here
he's
we
still in
go
the winter.
with the.
Well, I just.
She already stepped. She already stepped and spoke to the guests.
Yeah, because you know
and went to-
sometimes
yeah, man.
when people book, you know, like that's E's
They're
guest,
more comfortable
with that person.
with the person waiting.
Just a little bit because
I think
They felt it was best for E.
yeah, just you know, I didn't. As soon as I greeted them, the phone rang, so we didn't know if E was coming upstairs. We didn't, you know, we were like, oh, he should, you know, he's right here. We would wait a few minutes.
Listen,
So we were
Tay
just
was
waiting.
on it. Tay took care of
Yeah.
that. She took care of that. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Sorry for even asking.
No. It's all good that you asked. It's all good that you asked.
Because
It's
you
all
know how
good you
E is.
asked. It's
E,
all
remember
good.
last week?
Because
E
he'll be
came
like,
in
yo,
at
you know,
7.
yeah.
My time is 6:40 to what?
You gotta turn the thing.
E came in last week at 7:57.
For his guest that came in at 6 o'clock.
Came in for and swore that we had another hour and 10 more guests to go. So,
So we don't want to mess up his guest. this
and I
week.
think he's still late
Yeah.
from last week.
The rain.
Oh man, I wanted to ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Because you've seen a lot of concerts.
Yes.
I'm putting it out there as rap artists.
Okay.
Rap artists to go, and we're not. We're gonna go.
Rap artist.
We're gonna go with what's this? This is 2019. We're gonna go with 2010 and up.
2010
and up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put. We can't put
everybody, but
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So 2010. So 2010 will be 50 Cent.
Okay.
And almost in his prime.
Okay.
Right? No, 50's been in the industry like 15 years, right?
But
about 50.
So let's
yeah,
go.
so basically he was
so
kind of in
let's
his
go
prime
50.
at that time.
Let's go 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50
to
Cent. So
Soulja
no,
Man.
we're gonna go 50
Soulja
Cent.
Boy.
No, we're gonna go 50 Cent to now.
Okay. Was Soulja Boy before him?
Yeah, Soulja Boy was.
Okay. Because he came out for the little
No.
memes award or something. Social awards. And I love
Soulja
that,
Boy,
man.
I believe,
Soulja Boy.
was like 2010 as well. Almost the same time, right?
Because he created the rap business.
I can't. I don't want to Google online. You Google. You do it. I like when you do it. You hit me and you be like, check your
Slims.
phone.
Yeah, I like that
Slims
one.
does it. Right
All right,
there.
so 50
I can't
Cent
talk
and
look at my phone and
50 Cent and
talk
who?
to Tay and come up with this concept.
50
I'm
Cent
going to
and who?
say I'm going out there. Me personally, not because I've seen him live. I haven't seen him live, but just off of footage.
Okay.
I think J. Cole might be one of the top live performances.
J. Cole. Top live.
One of the top live
Are we doing,
performances.
okay, are we doing top 3, top 5, top 10?
How
or
should we
just
do
top,
this? We can't do top 1. Let's do top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5 or top 3, Sal?
Top 3. Top 3.
Let's go top 5 because top 3 is kind of.
Okay, top 5.
Top 5.
But top 5 with no order. We can't be like, all right,
Yeah. You just got
J. Cole.
I'm going to say,
Okay.
I'm going out there. J. Cole. 50 Cent.
Okay.
You saw him live?
Who?
50?
I've seen 50.
I don't know if I want to see him. I think it would be mad aggressive.
No. But I'm just saying performance. I'm not saying, I'm saying like the impact that they have on the crowd.
Okay, but that you have seen personally,
No.
or just like an
we're
artist?
We're just saying in general.
Okay.
But we're saying the impact. 50 Cent.
If you're saying 50, I'm saying Ja
J.
Rule.
Cole. Ja
ahead.
Rule's before
Hold up, bro,
2010.
Performance wise or
Yeah, live
just
performance.
all right, gotcha.
Live performance.
Live performance.
Kendrick.
And these are cats you've seen?
No.
No,
I'm
he
just
said in
saying
general.
In general.
Okay.
In general. Kendrick.
How about let's make it a little more interesting.
What?
Who've you seen with your own eyes?
Yeah, that's what I said. Cause I've never seen. I mean, I've only seen 50 perform once
Dog,
live, but
the
it has.
one
He
guy
was
that
featuring.
the
Bravo's like, I don't even go out.
the
He's
one
like, I
guy, the one guy that I've seen.
I only go to showcases.
He's before 2010, and he might be one of the greatest.
Who?
Live DMX.
I don't know. I went to a few DMX concerts. I felt
He just did that
unsafe.
Sunday service with
Yeah,
Kanye.
No, I'm
I
gonna say.
felt unsafe. I'm sorry. I felt real unsafe. This man was
I'ma
bouncing
say,
from
no,
speaker to speaker, hanging from the wires.
No,
I was like, Lord of mercy.
No, we talking about like performance
I was
wise,
praying
like
for
who
my
has
life.
the crowd just
Yeah,
wilding.
yeah, he had us wilding. You
DMX
right.
might be one of the greatest live
right.
performers of all time. Yo, bro, and I just realized
First of
something.
all, he was late.
I just realized something
It
that
was too
Nori
much.
said. Nori said something crazy.
What he said?
This man has done it all with no hype man.
He's his own hype man. He
No
don't need to be a hype man.
That's a lot of energy, bro.
I mean, a lot of hip hop MCs though.
Do
No,
doing
no, no,
things
no, no.
Without a hype man right now,
No.
because if you think about it, a hype man was hip hop in what, the 80s.
No, but we talking
MC
about just
hype man DJ.
in general. Like he's never had nobody come out on stage with him and perform. Like never. Like he doesn't even like
I can't speak on it because I wasn't like a
DMX
DMX historian or
No,
something.
it's
but
not that. It's just
I
like
dig it. I
he
dig it.
does it by himself, and to have that much energy, bro, and you're performing like 2 hours at 120.
And
But he also has
he
special
has
guests.
that type of that material to
And see, and that's what I'm saying. And you don't like. There's nobody to take the load off for you to catch a breath. Let me cool. We come back out. Like it's just joint after joint after joint after
It
joint
surely
after
was,
joint.
man. I was petrified.
He might be one of the greatest ones of all time, B.
That you have seen with your eyes.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
I've
Like,
seen DMX perform
that's-
live.
okay, okay.
I've seen DMX perform live.
on he's
I've
like
seen
at the
him perform
BET
live.
Awards.
and I ain't gonna lie, his performance.
Well, do you
Like-
think he was still with his career going the way he is, and since he has now joined Kanye West on his Sunday service, do you feel like he can still deliver?
Yes,
That,
he
I'm sorry, bro. The last performance I've seen, he was praying to us. We were meditating.
But-
I was like, "What is
but
going
But
on?"
you gotta understand, like Sal said, he has the
He's going
material
through it.
to go on.
Right.
He has
He
material
does.
to go
He
on.
does. I was reminiscing. He does. I was reminiscing, but when he got
definitely
to the
got
prayer part, I was like, I'm not sure
But
what part of
but
the
he's
album
always
this
been
was
like
from.
that. He's always been like that.
What album did he drop?
Nah, he's
had
always
prayers
been like
in Psalms
that, like
23.
from the beginning, like preaching because he's been through like
Okay, well,
the craziness in his life. It's just that people highlight that the most because it's like it's
Yeah.
like to joke. You feel what I'm saying?
no, I hope not.
I think it's I think people do it a lot to like not on
DMX.
a serious tip, but
Okay.
like kind of like the just
All right,
poke fun at
DMX.
somebody.
Okay. I've never seen Nas perform live. I don't know if he would get me hyped.
You know, one of my best performances that I seen in my day, and this is not even hip hop.
Okay.
R. Leslie.
Oh, I thought you was about to say the other name. I'm about to be like, cancel.
R. Leslie,
Yeah,
Ryan
R-
Leslie,
Ryan Leslie.
Ryan Leslie. Oh, yeah.
dope.
Yo, fam, he
Nah, yeah, he's dope.
he took me somewhere else.
Meet
man,
and
when I
greet.
saw
See,
him.
he does a good meet and greet.
He's dope.
VIP tickets.
He's dope.
Somebody need to follow suit.
Word, Tate. That's what it's about.
Yep, the meet and greet. And he did a good old VIP laminate. No, Ryan Leslie was good. It was a really good soulful. It was
Just
good.
him playing those instruments and having that band and his energy and his songs at that, and
He's a different. He's a different type of
he
guy.
did it up, man.
He's a different type of guy.
I mean, since you went that route, and we're not talking. Well, we can't. We don't know. I don't know. I personally don't know how to classify anybody nowadays. I feel like we hopping in and out of genres. But I would say the best concert I have seen, and I've seen him perform multiple times for multiple reasons, though. So don't be like, oh, sex symbol. But Chris Brown, hands down, has been
Sex symbol.
no. Been every. I
Well,
mean, the
okay,
crowd.
So you
I mean,
say
it's
Chris
just
Brown, and you say
the
multiple
dance-
reasons. 5 reasons.
Can I give you 5 reasons?
Damn, bro.
I know.
No, 'cause I don't understand what she
Pressing me.
says. I don't
Oh,
understand when she
because-
says multiple reasons, and then
Oh,
it's
because
not
everybody.
because of
No, artistry. He's a great singer. Dancing, I think him dancing. I think the talent of the choreographers. I mean, the dancers behind him. The way he sets up his. I've been to a few venues, so his setup, the backdrops has always been great. And I think he knows how to perform to a crowd.
Oh, he's a performer.
He's a performer. He ain't like.
So when you first seen him, it wasn't for all of those reasons at one time?
No, I think that sometimes it depends on the concert. So I think that when he's featured on a concert, and not the headliner, he may like sing and not dance as much. Or dance and not sing as much. That's what has been told. Like they're like, oh, he just sung the whole time, or he just danced the whole time, you know, whatever. But when he's headlining and it's his show, he's doing all of the above. And now Sal has a lot of technical difficulties. One thing.
Slims, Slims, time out.
You know what?
Time out. Slims.
I'm going
did
to
we or did we not talk about this
I'm going
before
to
he came in?
I don't know when E is. Oh, you just unplugged me. Well,
we spoke about it. That's why I don't do it, because yo, bro, you're supposed to come in here early so you know which one you unplugging.
Damn,
You just come in here
40,
you just unplugging stuff, bro. Like you're unplugging stuff, man.
6:40 is my time.
You know, he's like that brother that you in the house, you're playing your game, but then he come in and he want to play the game or what he want to play, so he unplugs your game and puts his game in.
Slims, we spoke about this last week, right? 6:40 is my time, right? 6:40 to what? 7:30 something?
Yo,
Oh boy.
Yo, I'm going to tell you this right now. Next week you're going to be surprised when you come in and try to unplug something. You're going to be real surprised, bro.
Let's see
Look at. He's going to get, yo,
happens,
yo,
man.
Slims. He's going to get the shock of his life.
See what happens, man.
He's going to get the shock of his life, bro.
I'm over here still trying to set up, man. Fucking bro.
Yo, you know what you should do? You should, since you be home and you leave your house, yo, Slims, since he leaves his house, 3 stops.
at 6 o'clock.
3 stops from his house. You should set up while you on the train. So when
That's
you
true.
get off the train, it's already to go, my man. Or why don't you just mail us everything? And so next Thursday when I come in, I'll set it up for you. So
Yeah,
when you get here,
tell
you'll
us like
be
a
good to go. This guy here,
I'm
man.
gonna try that. Let's see
Oh
what
my
happens.
God, this guy here.
Hold up.
Look at.
He
there
can't even
you
get
go.
the music. I don't know.
My God, man.
Did we hear the vacuum in the background for this? It's all right.
Between that and the cleaning team, son, I don't know what's going on right now, man. I
This
have
man
no idea what's going on.
I think he's
right
coming
now,
inside
man.
as well right now. I don't know what is happening.
He about to vacuum Bravo out of this motherfucker. Yo. He's like, let me get the dirt out of here. Yo.
He's like,
Bravo.
pick your feet up. Excuse me.
All types of
Oh,
disrespect.
man. This guy here, man.
But
Crazy.
yeah, well, Chris Brown. But hip hop related. Let me see, man. That's tough.
I was, you know why I said J. Cole? Because I was just watching something about J. Cole today. and
I
I'm
agree with
like,
J. Cole. I've seen.
said, yo, this
did somebody take
dude-
my mic? I can't even hear myself.
Nah, he unplugged your headphones probably. Who knows, man? I don't
You
know
put the
what this
I
guy.
can't
This
hear
guy just
anything.
does. You see, he comes in here, he
You
messes
see?
up the whole aura, everything, man. We're just.
So I'm still trying to find out if I'm plugged in over here. 'Cause
Yeah, I don't even know.
Oh
I
my
can't hear
God, this
myself.
guy.
If you
am
can't
I
hear-
plugged in over here?
This guy that unplugged New York City just now, man.
Yeah. Hello. He probably. You get okay. I don't know if he should have that job. What's that job when people like the National Grid?
Who?
Slim, check that. Slim, check that over there too.
Always.
You-
say- yeah, maybe he should send us like a memo or something like that. Like, here are the steps I need to do to set up. That'd be great. Or maybe we should all have a copy.
Or maybe he should just come here on time.
I'm just trying to get alternatives. I don't know who else. I agree. I've seen J. Cole, and it's been it was life changing for me. But I most definitely would have to say, obviously, for me, it was Jay-Z. But I was surprised because I wanted to see him growing up like forever, because that's my favorite rapper, period, for a very long time, since I was in elementary school or middle school, should I say. And I never saw him. So the one time that I was upset is when he said that he was going to retire. If you guys remember that, and like that was his last show, and I remember it like selling out.
album.
Yeah, like the Black album. It was supposed to sell out, and I didn't get tickets, so I was heartbroken. Like literally, I remember crying for weeks because I wasn't like, to me, I was never gonna see him live because this was his last of the last. And then he came back, and I was like, as soon as the first concert came, I was like, I don't know why artists does it. I didn't know if Jay-Z had did that on purpose. I don't know what happened, but I was like, how you going to say you're going to retire and this is your last concert? And I was petrified that he was never going to perform, and then he came back.
Nah, he
So I
actually,
was like-
he actually
That was
wanted-
a Jordan move, man. Like,
Nah, he
like
actually
Jordan,
did want to retire,
right.
but
Probably Beyonce was on that ass.
he realized, you know what it is, when you go in corporate, you're thinking like, and then you realizing, okay, I'm in charge. I could kind of swing this in my favor now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then sometimes you hit a moment in life where you be like, you know what? I've done it. It's great.
Okay.
It's time to move to another step. And then, you know, you start missing it, you know? You start missing
That's
it. It
true.
happens to people, man. That's why it
One-
takes so...
One thing I'm so glad that he did not retire because of that 444 album.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been created.
Think about it. If you retired,
Yeah.
you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna do nothing in that type of retirement realm. For instance, he retired musically at that time.
Yeah.
But then he
Yeah.
came back, and then he brought back something that
He came back, he did American Gangster.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. my favorite albums.
You said that was your
Jay-Z
favorite album.
is Reasonable Doubt, American Gangster, and 444 right now is number 3.
Uh-huh.
Cuatro.
That American Gangster.
That
was
American
just
Gangster was
grown.
different.
Yeah.
It was
Music,
different.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what it was? It was a super grown Reasonable Doubt. That American Gangster.
Okay.
It
I can
was
see
a
that.
super
Some way,
grown
yeah,
Reasonable
yeah,
Doubt.
yeah.
In some way.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I wish some young
I'll
people
take
now
that.
would say they would retire. They could go for me
But not
What-
come back.
and not come
Nah,
back.
but
Yeah.
they
And I would be
always-
like,
but
I would,
see-
I would go to the goodbye show too to
But
celebrate.
see, all
and be
these
like,
guys always
"Deuces."
say,
and I would hope they would not
I
come back.
wouldn't even go to the.
No, I would go. I would go to see. You never know. You never know nowadays. I would go.
it's crazy. Oh, salute to Meek Mill getting
Philly week, Philly day.
the key to Connecticut.
Oh, he just got announced Philly week
Yeah.
though, Philly day as well.
Connecticut,
But he got
yeah,
the
I
key
was
to
shocked.
Connecticut, so I am just in disgust. Of
I'm like,
I am
this
just
guy's
getting keys
but-
everywhere.
But you know what it is, though, man.
How can you get to a key to another
It's
state?
it's part of being doing that reform. That's a grown man thing right there, man. He's helping changing the laws.
He's about to like get a key to Wisconsin. I don't know. Like you can't just be like
Listen, man,
collecting
you gotta
keys.
salute people when they doing. When
So
they
what if
doing
somebody
things.
comes out of Connecticut, represents Connecticut to the fullest? Do you get another key? Is there multiple keys to the state? Or do they like borrow his and say, "Hey, Meek, let me
I
get
think-
yours back
I-
and give it to somebody who's
I think-
actually
I
from
think
Connecticut"?
That's some research.
Or is that just one and
They're
done?
not gonna have an artist.
I don't know, but
You don't know. Hey, don't
I
say
feel
that.
a certain way. If
CT?
Meek got keys to
Hartford.
Connecticut when you freaking from Philly and
Philly.
all that. Like,
Who doesn't it? Well, because maybe does somebody have a key from Philly? We don't know. Maybe they can't borrow their key.
I hear what you're saying, but it's like
I know it was awkward. It was awkward.
That's
That's why.
awkward.
That's why I posted it.
it's like
Because
it's like homie Kendrick Lamar. He was on some like, yo, I'm
King of New York. Yeah.
Nigga,
How,
how?
brother?
You're not.
How,
I don't think he's not from New York, right?
I mean, you tell me where you from.
Oh, I don't know. Kendrick?
He's from
Yeah,
L.A.
He's from L.A.
Oh yeah, I'm about to be like, I'm pretty sure Kendrick
He's
is
from
not
L.A.
from
and,
New York.
and he stated he's the king of
You're
New York.
not the king of New York. You by far. What is wrong with people?
And this is what I'm trying to say is like now you got the whole Meek Mill with the Connecticut is
I
like,
think it's lack of education. We just
I
are
don't
not
get that.
knowledgeable.
It's research.
It's
I mean,
interesting.
I need answers, man. I need answers.
Are there multiple
research.
keys? Has anybody been given the key to New York? That's
Yeah.
interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
Bravo Captain.
Google
David
something.
Jeter was given the key to New York.
Okay, well that's
Well,
sports
we're talking
related.
sports.
That's sports. You could do that. I think it could be. I think it could happen. Sports, fashion, acting. Okay, I like that. But I don't know if it has multiple keys. But congratulations to Meek. you know, on that. But they did question because they said it's going to be a Philly weekend or something like that for Meek. And people were like, well, what's going to happen for the weekend? And someone said, well, obviously they're probably going to have some dirt bikes celebration going on. But what else would they do to celebrate Meek Mills?
I mean, you can do
for the weekend?
You do a festival.
Okay.
You do a festival. It's just, see, what you just said is ill, but it's true. It happens. Just like
Oh wow.
what's the festival that Jay-Z has? State of America. What's it?
Or something like that.
Made in America. He does it in Philly.
Okay. Is it Made in America?
He does. Yeah, it's
In
made
Philly?
in America, and he does it in Philly.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm about to say Meek
you know
should have
what I'm
had
saying?
Made in America.
So
Why didn't he have Made in America in New York? That's trash.
you see, but these are questions that
Come
you-
on, man.
like these are questions that you ask.
Right.
What made you do it in Philly and not New York? You understand? Like those are questions, and it's funny because like
Wait a minute. Who did the
Jay-Z, Made in
Jay-Z,
America
Made
is in
America's
Philly, and that's Jay-Z's joint.
Do you think you felt a certain way about Freeway and
Nah,
No,
I
don't
I
think
really
so.
think
Beans?
I really think too. I'm gonna say I think because when he put that state property together, state property helped out a lot. Helped out the building of Rockefeller Records.
Of course, because
Of
So
course.
I
Beans
think
had a lot to do
I
with
think
this.
that's kind of like, you know what I did for New York. I helped bring the Brooklyn Nets. I helped bring New Jersey Nets to Brooklyn. I helped the Barclays Center. I helped build the Barclays Center. I do so much for NY. You know what I'm saying? The next place that has helped me in my career was Philly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, I'm just saying maybe that's what it is. Because when you do so much in NY, like if you do so much in your hometown, it's like, what else can I do? Then it gets to a point where like people like, damn, everything is him now. So then you know, if another
Oh,
state,
you're saying, like,
if
go
another
somewhere
state,
else and
if
put a
another state
stamp
is
on
saying,
it.
listen,
Okay.
we would like you to do this and represent us,
I would do it.
You would take it.
I would get the key to
You know what I'm saying?
Connecticut. I would take
You
the key to
know,
Massachusetts.
Well, check it out. What I just found out right now when I
Hit
Googled
it,
something,
Sal. Dun dun dun. News from
Keys
Sal.
of New York, June 12, 2017. Rapper Fabulous was awarded the key of City of New
Oh,
York.
I
during
take that back. No,
a
thank
concert
you.
in
Negative.
Brooklyn Barclays
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah,
Fabulous got that in 2017.
You're right. He did.
I think I remember that.
I
And
think
You
I
remember
do
that,
remember
because
that.
he did
I
the
do.
Brooklyn, he did the
I do
Brooklyn
remember.
Unity Fest.
Right.
Yeah.
He did the Brooklyn
And-
Unity
and-
Fest.
He
And
needed
that's when
a
he got-
Unity Fest.
and that's when he got the key.
And
He
watch
needed-
this. You ready for this one?
Who else?
March 2nd, 2016, which was the year prior, rapper Foxy Brown was honored
The key?
by Mayor Bill de Blasio, awarded the key of the city.
Oh, shit.
See, I would like to ask, what
Foxy.
was the reason for that?
Foxy.
I would like to ask her that. I would like to ask that.
All right, let's ask her. Foxy.
No, I would like to ask De Blasio.
Okay.
He's the one that did that.
You think she heard it?
Yeah, I think.
Oh man, come on. We doing that? We doing that now? That's how we moving?
Y'all are too funny.
One love,
Sal and
Foxy.
Bra
One
with
love,
their.
Enough respect, dude. Enough respect. I'm sorry, it was a gimmick, but check it.
Y'all are so funny. Oh my god, I'm glad that y'all knew each other for a
Let
long
me see what
time.
else, man.
I think Fabulous could give the key back though. To be honest, because Fab been getting on my nerves lately. Even though I
Yo,
still like his music, but
before
that
that-
whole little situation with Emily.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Sit
Don't
down,
bring that up.
because I think Emily should change their names too.
That's an in-house. I see. I don't talk
That's
on that
in-house.
domestic abuse because
That is in-house, but if you make it public,
man.
then you wildin'.
Nah, it wasn't even
Hey,
him.
before
it was
before
the
before
friends.
2016,
Okay.
it was always given to like sports.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Always
okay.
sports people.
So Derek
Yeah.
Jeter
Never
is that?
really-
Ralph Lauren got one.
Oh, Ralph Lauren. Ralph
New York
Lauren.
Yankees. No. These past 2 years was always given out to hip hop. Fabulous and Foxy Brown. Those are the two.
Would you nominate anybody? Would you nominate anybody from out?
I don't think I would have picked Fabulous,
I wouldn't.
but I could tell you one thing.
I'm
that,
picking Sal Good and
Foxy
Bravo.
Brown only because
And Slims.
female that really like came through.
So why wouldn't you do Fab? Fab
But
does
you
a
know
lot
what?
of
You know what?
Fab does a
No.
lot of give back.
No, I'm sorry. I wouldn't even have did Foxy. I think I would have did Queen Latifah before.
Queen Latifah's jersey.
Queen Latifah. Oh shit.
Yep, I'm bringing them right in. Let's go.
Go ahead, Slims. Give me a goddamn sound. Yeah, I saw his hands ready for that. Like,
Oh, for you.
but okay. Queen Latifah would have got mine from hip hop, but New York.
As a
Alright.
rapper.
Can you hear?
As a rapper.
Female.
Female. Rapper.
Female. You can't even say like Roxanne, Shantae because they had a little.
Yes, me. All right. Well,
We got a guest in the
Anyway,
building.
we got a
got
guest
our
in the
first guest
building,
in
man.
the
Yo,
building.
state your name, talk your biz, baby.
What's up, guys? My name is Joes. Thank you for having me.
Joe's.
Joe's.
Now, one thing I wanted to ask you, bro. The spelling.
Yeah,
Talk to us why the spelling.
for sure.
And then the pronunciation is way different. Because anybody that would have saw it probably would have been saying something different. But
Right, it's actually a province in France.
Oh, excuse me.
So like, cool thing is I get to go on the weather app,
Ah,
pull up
oui,
my
oui.
own city. But it's my family's
Oh,
Haitian.
nice.
We're French.
Okay.
So my mom, like my whole father's side is named Joseph. Joseph. My name is Joes.
last name, first name, or
First name Joes.
first name? No, I'm
Yeah.
saying near your family.
Family, first name Joseph. Like my whole father's side, my uncle, his father, my grandfather, his brother.
Almost like George Foreman when he got all his kids named George.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a province in France actually. So
Bravo was trying to do that, but all he had was girls.
oh, really?
Would you name it like a girl? Would you do like a girl-boy name?
There's time left, right? You know?
Nah, I'm not having
Well, let me
no
ask you
more.
something.
Not having no more, man.
Any females come along? No Joseph or no Joes, right?
Any what?
Any females
Do
come
you
along
have
in the
any
family?
sisters?
No, I'm
Oh.
just me.
Right.
Only child.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying in the future, like
in the future.
when the offspring.
Oh,
you're
Josette.
not.
You got
Jolene.
Josette.
What,
Jolie,
that's what I'm
you
saying.
know?
Would you bring that into play?
Yeah. Why not? For sure. You know?
Joe's elite. Okay,
My man.
I like that.
Joselee.
Joe's elite.
What's up, guys?
Chilling, man. The weather's kind of like a damper, but it's all good. Next week it'll
Thank
be
you.
sunny. Next Thursday it'll be sunny.
Thank you for coming. We were just talking about the keys of New York,
Mm-hmm.
and
Being presented to rappers now.
do you
It
know
used to
who
be
was the last
athletes and
person
movies.
Meek
who?
got Connecticut. Well,
For New York.
For New York. I don't remember. Nicki got Queens, right?
So you said something right now. You said Meek got Connecticut. How you
Yeah.
feel about that when Meek is from Philly,
Right.
but he got Connecticut?
And I don't know the story. I don't know what donations he made, what Boys and Girls Club
Oh.
he helped. I don't want to say why not. I think, if he deserves it, he deserves it. But they're giving it away. It's just lessening the value.
If
like,
they giving it away.
Yeah. So, but there has to be a reason.
But I
What?
said, now this is why I reached out. I said because he's involved in that reform program.
True.
I think that may have something to do with it because
How you just going?
he's the bridge right now
Idaho.
with the younger generation rappers and the old school rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the
The middle
closest
child.
he's the closest bridge that they got. That where it's like
Vermont.
he's showing, you know what I'm saying, like role model status.
Right.
Like, yo, it's more than the money now. Now we got to really start looking out for our own. And that's why I'm saying it.
New Mexico.
And just like I'm saying, just like a lot of that's why I keep saying, do your research. The number one person to help him get out of jail and sign a petition was
Was it
Roger
Kim?
Kraft
Oh.
from
Is he
from New England Patriots.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
the number one to sign a
Okay.
petition and visit him in jail. So like, he's from New England Patriots. Why didn't the
hooker solicitor had
owner?
that.
Why didn't the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles come and do? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's no longer about just your hometown. I think it's just your relationships now.
True.
Your relationships is helping you do more outside of your home now.
And you know what, Bob? I respect what you're saying because that shit is you on the money right there. Because it don't matter where you from, is where you at. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So whether you doing your BI in West Bubblefuck, but yet you from East Bubba fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
You get that.
You making noise over here, so it's
Yeah.
only
only
right
right.
if they gonna acknowledge
And show love.
where you from.
know what I'm saying?
Because- So I dig it. My mentality is on some like, yo,
How?
if you gonna do it over there
Yeah.
in West Bubblefuck, but you from East Bubblefuck, fam,
But
why not doing the East Bubblefuck?
But see, the
You dig what I'm
thing
saying?
is, the
That's
thing
all I'm
is,
saying.
but the thing is that we don't know. Like I said, maybe he's doing so much in Philly. It's like,
So why not get acknowledged in
the-
Philly?
Philly's
Yeah.
like,
But
Philly's
you
like
didn't look it up. Look it up because the person we found out was Fabulous.
Fabulous got what?
The key of
Kia City
the,
for New
the
York,
key of New York.
2017.
2010. And
Which is-
before it
which
was
is-
Foxy.
Which is cool because
It's his
He's
hometown.
from-
Fab is from BK, right?
But like you were saying, like you could be doing so much, you represent so much. The city wants to recognize you.
Yeah.
Even if you're not from there, they just want to recognize you. I get it.
And I think it's good too because at one time we was complaining that we're not being recognized for the work we're putting in. Now another state recognizes it, and it's like, why? You know what I'm
That's
saying? So
almost
it's
like-
like we gotta accept it. Like, yo, if they're gonna show him love for the work that he's doing, hey man, one for hip hop. That's it. One time for hip hop.
So let me ask you something. Heroes headquarters at that HHPOV recognizing Newark big time because we
Yeah, sure. We got a lot of Jersey
I'm gonna
artists.
put it down like
now-
this.
We got a
what-
lot of
what we
Jersey
gonna do?
artists.
we gonna rep Jersey.
No,
No,
no.
no,
That's
I'm
the
never.
But I'm gonna show
BX
you.
all
But I'm gonna
day.
give you.
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna give
gonna
you.
rep Bronx?
No. I'm gonna give you.
What
I'm
we
gonna
gonna-
give you a number one prime example.
Lay Bronx.
What happened? Dr. Lisa, Tampa,
Yes.
Florida,
Yes.
hit us up and told us to come out
True.
there to the school
Okay.
and represent for
Right.
Florida State.
But we
Columbia
never had,
Uni-
we
but
never,
listen
we
to what I'm
never
saying.
dropped our.
But listen to what I'm saying. Listen
ahead.
to what I'm saying. Columbia University or Fordham University, and we from the Bronx. We right up the block.
Yeah.
They didn't hit us up, but here she from all the way down there recognized,
That's
and we
true.
went down there and did it.
But
So
brother,
it's
did
like
we-
who's recognizing what you're doing?
But Brob, did we go out there to Tallahassee, Florida, and represent Tallahassee, Florida?
No,
we went over
no,
there.
but see,
we
but
was
see,
going
but
on
see,
some
but
Boogie
see,
X,
no,
Boogie Bronx.
No, but see now you're confusing it.
Tallahassee,
but
Florida,
you're
brother.
You're confusing it because it's not saying Meek is repping Connecticut. Connecticut just recognized the work that he's doing.
Right.
They gave him the
But
key.
that's
It
why I
ain't like
said,
he
but
called
that's-
up and said, "Yo, give me the key to the
But
city."
If anything,
I'm
it's
hold-
weird for Connecticut to
Recognize-
give it to
To ex-
somebody who's not
to
from
explain
Connecticut.
that, you
But
know
it's
what
not
I'm
weird
saying?
for Meek to get the key. You know what I mean?
But I was
Exactly,
saying,
it
like,
ain't
what if
him.
somebody from Connecticut pop out? They now chart, and then you got to borrow Meek's key. You got to be like, Meek, hold on. I'm from Hartford.
But
Like, I lived in
I need to
Connecticut
get- I
for
need to get-
8
but-
years.
I need to get
but
in.
do you understand what I'm saying though?
I dig it, brother.
So
I
it's
dig
the
it.
same thing.
Yes, I
If
dig it.
somebody's recognizing what you're doing and they from over here, they're like, yo, you guys are doing something amazing.
Okay.
So you're not gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna accept that because I'm from here. You bugging?
You can
Are you
accept
bugging?
it, but
So you're gonna accept it because the recognition
Yeah.
is coming from
Yeah.
somewhere you're not. So therefore, you're gonna accept because they recognize.
They recognize you.
What
It's
you
not.
did.
It's not
Okay.
you telling them, yo, give me the
And-
key
and
because
I
I'm
dig
putting
it.
on for your. City.
well, we don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't know.
So you like I said,
Meek is
though,
pretty aggressive.
At the end of the day, my man, I like what Meek's doing. I like the positivity that he's bringing out there. The reform joint is dope. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Is super
Absolutely.
dope and it's needed. And he's putting on and he's doing it and it's one time for hip hop, my man.
Absolutely.
And that's how we gotta take
Absolutely.
it.
So earlier
time
we were
for
talking
hip-hop.
about artists that we've seen live perform, right? You work at the Barclays Center, correct? Did you get a chance to see the concerts while you are quote unquote working, or I don't know? Some people they gotta work.
Are you allowed to answer this? Okay,
Rob was like,
just
"We're not
making
trying to get you in trouble."
Yeah, we ain't trying to get him in trouble now.
Oh no, I get to see concerts.
Okay, so our question was, what did you say,
The
Bravo?
seats?
Your top.
Exactly. When I go as a fan and I'm not at work, I get to see concerts.
That's
Great
it.
point.
But when you're
See?
working,
See?
when you're
But
working,
when you at work,
I'm working. I don't
yeah,
really,
you're there, but you're not there.
I'm working.
You're there physically, but not.
you know what's
mentally,
crazy
yeah.
when I see the workers that work in the stadiums or
moving around.
they always have their backs
Mhm.
turned from the because it's like
They're not allowed to
is
be
it part of the
distracted.
contract or something or
Well, most of the time those are security, and they're doing their job, and most of them been there for so long. It's like they've seen it before, you know, and you know they're just paying attention to what they gotta do, or they could come the next day as a fan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so
take that day off, take the next day off. Or something. Yeah,
I don't know, but if I was to work at MetLife Stadium and the Giants are playing the Cowboys, man.
Oh my God, here
I'm
you
a
go.
Cowboys
Football.
fan, you know what I'm saying? So
He's
if I
lying.
see what's going on,
God.
He's lying. You know why?
I don't care what's going on over there.
I'ma
I'm
tell you
looking
why.
at that game.
Why he's lying? Because he's been doing this show for like almost 4 years, right? Now he don't even show up sometimes. He turns his back. He turns.
Oh, he said, "Oh my, these shots."
He
these
turns
months.
his back.
Woo.
He's been doing this for so long. It's regular now.
He could come as a fan next week
Yeah,
if he wants to join. He could come.
I don't have a comeback
Next
right
week.
now, bro. I don't have a comeback right
the
now.
live shows.
But
Yeah,
you best
so
to
we were
believe
saying
that
like
I
who
would
was
think
the
of something.
best or the live performance. You know, Brav said J. Cole. I said Jay-Z. You know, like that you have seen.
The best concert I've been to ever was the P. Diddy Bad Boy reunion.
Reunion tour.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that was crazy.
Puff was there the whole night. Even though the other artists came, he would come out with them, and he was just the hype man the whole night, nonstop. And he did like 2 shows back to back, and it was a party. It wasn't even a concert. You was at a party with them.
He was back in time.
Do you hear what Puffy did? He came out with each artist.
Yeah.
And was their hype man. So he put his pride aside because he's just a superstar just as much as they are.
But also
But yet,
too.
he humbled himself and did what he had to do.
But at the end
Sure.
of the day,
I respect
man,
that.
But
I
at the end of the
respect
day,
He's an
at the-
entertainer.
at the end,
No,
at the end of the day, he's an entertainer, and Diddy's Diddy, man. He knows what he's done.
Yeah.
And everybody know what he's done.
Did he
And
dance?
he doesn't have to fight against.
Did he
his-
dance? On?
Did he
I didn't get a chance to get a ticket, so I don't know,
Hold on,
man.
hold on.
Dance.
Cut Michael. Cut Michael. Slim,
Yeah.
cut Michael.
Diddy was
She does
dancing
it.
all
He
night,
danced?
changing outfits every 10 seconds, doing a production. Nas came out with fur, so he put on a whole show. It's not like he was the only artist on stage. Like Jay-Z would dominate, you know, the whole night.
Right.
You know, you never get bored. You stay engaged. You watch him every move he make. I don't know how he does. He's good, but I just gotta give respect to Puff because he didn't only perform. He was getting the crowd hype. He was getting the artist hype. He was dancing with Total. He was making sure Mace is moving around. Fab came out. He was there too. And then the Biggie tribute at the end and the confetti. So he put on a whole production that was
Crazy.
amazing.
Nice.
So let me ask. Before that, was you a fan of Diddy or the work? Like, did you see? We're not gonna go into the age or nothing.
No.
But
Bravo,
was-
like, when was your
no,
date
no,
of
no.
birth?
But was you a bad boy?
What's your social
Was you a bad
security?
boy fan?
That's a great question. I say this all the time. When I was growing up, and I just started watching music videos. When I was growing up, it was flavor videos, Bobby Simmons. And then,
Oh, wow.
yeah, the way back, throwback. And then we'll watch music videos. I would listen to it. When I got into hip hop, I had a choice between Wu-Tang and More Money, More Problems was out.
Oh.
So those 2 videos would come on all the time, right? Wu-Tang.
Wow.
So I had a choice. I'm like, I don't know, 8, 9 years old. I had a choice between Wu-Tang with the hoodie Carhartts in the projects,
Yeah.
or Diddy and Mace with the shiny suits in
the
Vegas
shiny,
and
yeah.
dancing.
I make you feel
so
good.
I went with Diddy
Yeah.
the whole time. So yeah, I've always been a fan of course of Puff
Yeah.
and all the music he did. So I went with that side, the shiny bright lights, nice cars, you know, getting girls and stuff.
Yeah.
Of
That
course, of
lifestyle.
course.
So
That
there's a lot of
lifestyle.
big Wu-Tang fans. I never got into Wu-Tang.
Oh wow, you
Yeah,
serious?
Yeah, I mean, I could go back now and listen to it, but
Problem
I
was
went
like,
that
the
right.
nerve.
I was
Left to right.
I was
The
a
disrespect.
super Wu-Tang fan.
So
Super Wu-Tang
if More Money, More
fan,
Problems
man.
didn't come out, I'd probably been
More money, more
Yeah.
pounds.
36 Chambers, all that stuff.
Yeah,
but, come on, listen.
Cause I say that because of when you said like Diddy, you know, he was dancing the whole night, and anybody knows like when we see Diddy
He's a mess.
has always
dance moves are
set
amazing.
himself apart from everyone else because he you know he started out promoting parties.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's always in the blood. Like to him, it's always in the blood. And I had seen an interview when he was talking, and he said, you know, Diddy, you just all you do is make like party music. And he says, because I want to make people feel good and dance, and that lasts forever. That's why I make that dance music.
Yeah.
Because that would never go away. Like, no matter what mood you in, when you hear a song, you could be in a shitty mood and you just be like, get into the groove, you start dancing, and you forget about.
Rob, was that an 8 count?
You forget about your situations. You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, fam, or even if you listen to that, you heard that song for the first time in your life, like when you were 6, and now you're 38 or
and it's still
26 or whatever, or
you
16.
Still get that same.
You hear that same song,
same joint.
it will bring you back to that
time.
Yeah,
and that's why music is timeless.
yeah, yeah. So,
Think music
True.
today is timeless?
No.
I say I've always had the saying and always call it moment music.
I'm gonna disagree with it because I'm gonna say for us it's moment music, but for the youngers that's growing up and that's probably their first time listening.
I don't think
to
they're
that.
gonna have a
But hear me out,
storyline. They're
hear me
gonna
out.
have
Exactly.
one-hit wonders of these people. They're not gonna
But
have a
hear me out.
storyline. They're not gonna have a package deal like this artist created this body of work that I can celebrate. They're gonna say, I remember this time with that song. Next, I remember this artist with this song. Next, which is great. They're gonna remember.
Which is music is timeless. So therefore, whether it's a one-hit wonder or not, that song is going to bring you back to where you first thought about, or where you first was at when you heard it, or how it made you feel when you first heard it. I could tell you a whole bunch of one-hit wonders in
That's
my
true.
day that that's like, it'll bring me back to that.
But
Which they don't have
But
a
you have
storyline.
limited one-hit.
They don't have a They don't have a storyline. They don't have a you know, or something that a history.
But I'm gonna tell you this though, and
Right.
this is how I'm gonna separate it, and I could be wrong. Us coming up, the
Shoot.
one hit wonders
Shoot, bravo. Shoot.
wasn't whack.
Shoot, bravo.
They just wasn't as good as the artists we liked. Today's artists, they're really not good because everybody sounds alike.
Well, have
You can't even tell the difference between the artist unless you see him. Am I right? So you can't say like you're listening to the music. You're not gonna be like it won't. Music is timeless. Let's not. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yes.
But a lot of
Great
these,
music
when
is
these
not
kids get older, they're gonna be like, "Damn, I was listening to that."
Nah, but you got
Maybe,
Maybe,
we don't know.
that.
We don't know.
It'll bring them back to where they was at that time. For instance,
But-
if they was on the block
Come
chilling
on.
and that song
Listen,
popped off,
But Sal,
They gonna
though,
go back
Sal,
to that,
we
they gonna
had
finish
garbage
something.
art. Like I said, we had whack MCs when we was coming up.
all right. So
But they wasn't. They
wasn't compared to the whack MCs that
They
are
was
now.
whack because
Bruh.
the artist was so high caliber, nice that they took the craft so serious. That's why they was whack.
Bruh.
Today's artists, they are whack because they're just whack, bruh. Like you can't even compare them to another. Like
Like the door's wide open. Before you had to go in a cipher.
it was limited.
Know how to rap.
Yes.
Nobody
Say
now
your
could go
Yes.
on.
Now-
What is they said? The basement. What show was that?
Rap City.
Rap City.
Yeah, you
No,
put some
no
of these
way.
rappers Rap City.
Like you was
No
tested.
way.
You was called out. You was called out. You was tested. Now today,
But
everything's a pass. He's getting his money. That's everybody's phrase to give him like he's okay. Yo, he's getting his money. Getting your money don't make you nice, bro.
But bruv,
the moments. that
quick,
we talking
boom. I put this on.
We're gonna get flagged. Thanks.
Yeah, we gonna get flagged.
We're gonna get
The
flagged.
car at the station. From that point on, I reach my destination. Where the destination region at the east detention. Where them look down the pants, look up my bottom. So informer. You know,
What does
so
this
them
bring you
me,
back
I go
to,
play
brother?
'em.
I don't know. I wasn't born, probably.
What does that bring you back to?
But I really
And I guarantee it's gonna be Miriam and one out. Ladies, hold on, ladies.
Play the song again.
But like I said though, bro,
You get what I'm
What
saying?
does
What does it bring you back to, girls?
you get what I'm saying?
You remember this? That's bringing you back. It's gonna bring you back. Regardless, it's gonna bring you back to a time.
But Sal, listen to what I'm saying though.
Whether it's
Can they perform at the Barclays Center?
Listen to what I'm saying though.
Go
Is
ahead.
that the question?
There's a difference of like when you're whack, and when you're just not as good as them,
So was Snow good?
huh?
Was Snow good?
Snow was cool.
Snow, the
he
informer.
was cool. The song was cool.
He was cool, bro.
It was cool. It was cool. I really wasn't a fan like that, but it was cool though.
See what I'm saying?
No,
Still
but
bopping-
see, I'm
still
not
bopping
saying
your
that
head.
he was whack though. I just said
Nah,
I
he was
wasn't
dead
a
whack.
fan like that.
I'll be
He's
the
not
man to
whack,
say
he's
it.
I'm
dead
saying
whack.
he wasn't a fan. But today's artists, see what I'm trying to say is that
Go
you
ahead,
can't even
Doc.
understand what they're saying now, bro. They're offbeat. Like, come on, bro.
So
Like,
they
got
wouldn't.
you.
So they wouldn't be able to be compared. They wouldn't be in the Diddy show. Is that? They wouldn't be able to.
What he's trying to say, they wouldn't make it in the era when you know the music he's talking about. They wouldn't even got a record out, right? Because the bar was set so high. You had all these great rappers, and you come in, nobody's gonna pay attention to you now.
there is no bar.
Anybody could just
There
drop
is
a
no
record.
bar.
You have a dance to it, Tatiana,
That's it.
and then it
No,
blows
I
up.
hate that
That's
song.
it.
You know what I mean? So, but what you're
And
saying
I
is
agree. I
it's the
agree.
moment.
I agree.
Because you
Yeah.
said music is timeless. I guess maybe the question.
But you got to remember whether they have the talent, whether they have
It's
the
a
moment, whether
yeah.
as the listener, they're always gonna remember that point in
time.
Yeah.
And that time.
Because you said you
It's
but you always
priceless,
remember
brother.
the shiny suits.
Yeah, still
And
remember
I,
that.
yeah, of course.
with Mace and Puffy,
Mace
and
and
then
Puff.
Ace was the man.
Can we do that now? The shiny
They're doing
suits.
it now. These kids are doing it. They're doing
I
the
personally
shiny
think they're
suits.
doing shiny suits.
They're doing
You
a
see
whole
how-
bunch of stuff.
You see how Mace, Puff, and you know they had different color suits.
Who do you think that is? Future,
Now they doing shiny suits, but multicolored suits,
Okay.
and they trying to set a different type of message. And you know,
In terms of
I'm
like
not
the
I'm not
style.
knocking what the color represents, but they're really representing like a bunch of different colors.
I think
if you understand what I'm saying.
I think today's artists are really trying so hard to be recognized that they just do anything, because and that's when your talent maybe is not so is up there. So I got to do something to represent so you can notice me. So I think that's what it is. They try so hard, so they just, you know, I'm gonna wear this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna tattoo. Like every artist now tattooed the face up. Like you can't tell nobody apart.
Color the hair.
You can't tell nobody apart, man.
Same
The
voice.
same.
Same
Everybody
style,
uses
same style of rhyme.
everybody uses
Same
auto
flow.
tune now. Everybody uses auto tune. It's like it's no creativity to it, and I don't care. People be like, "Well, you bugging." It's like one of the best moments of hip hop. Nah, it's one of the best moments because it's just money being thrown out there. But as talent and creativity wise, it's not. It's going back. It's going back.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting point.
Like when you was coming up, like you said, I had to choose between Wu-Tang
those
and
are
the
those
Bad
are
Boy
good
movement.
choices. Now
You
we
know
got to
what I'm saying?
choose between
I
little
had to
something and
choose.
little something.
And it was only because of the suits you was attracted to. Like, I can't rock the hoodie. I'm not too much into the grimy stuff. But you wasn't knocking the music. You wasn't like, yo, that was whack. You was like, nah, I just had to just like.
I remember being outside, all my friends, we would say, "Oh, you heard what Lloyd Banks said?" And then we'd talk about this
Lloyd
line. This
Banks.
line was better with
Yeah.
that. Or Jadakiss said this, and then or
See?
Bean said this, Fab said this.
That's it.
Now
There's no debates no more.
there's no debates who had a better metaphor,
Nothing.
who had a better
It's
lines.
just about like, yo,
now
you
it's
see
the
what he
beat was
want?
hard.
Now they say, yo, you see what he want? You see how much money he had on the
Yo,
ground?
you saw
That's
what,
it.
Yeah, you
That's
saw what
it.
Kodak said to.
Yeah. There is no.
Well,
there's
and they
no
say
debating on the
even
skills.
even on the platform they be like on live. He said on live. I'm like, what? So y'all had a whole fight on what? On live? So you was on Instagram live and that's how you performed? I'm like, I'm so confused at why we are even speaking about this. But hey,
it's
you're
a
right.
new era changed.
Yeah, it's a wild era right now. It's a very wild era. And you know what's crazy? And I hate to be like stubborn and naive to the times, and one of those people that they label as like, you an old head, you ain't really. And I hate to be in that, but it's like, yo, bro, y'all don't have nothing good, and it's nothing original that you're doing. Nothing.
That's why that J.
Like,
Cole
there's
record is so
nothing.
big. That Middle Child
Oh
record.
my God!
You know what I mean?
That
Because he
song is
relates
so
to
crazy.
you, but then he relates to the younger generation.
But
It's
you
like,
know what I kind of felt a little the beat that he used for the Middle Child.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he said the illest things in that record because, you know, he also paid homage to the past. He said, yo, I mimic your style, you know what I mean? But that beat was so trappish, you know what I'm saying? It's so new school.
I think that was to get the youngers into it. I'm gonna use
Probably.
that beat So
Probably
they get
to
into
try
it,
to get.
But I'm gonna talk my talk.
Yeah.
So you be like, yo, he got a trap beat, but he's saying some. You know what I'm saying?
But at
So
the
it's like
same
a trick.
time, don't you have that young crowd already?
Nah.
You have
Well,
those
maybe not.
that crowd in your
Nah.
pocket.
Nah.
Maybe not.
Nah.
Brother, why you think he is who he is right now? He has
I think-
Grammys.
No.
But he has those views
but see-
because
but see-
the youngins are listening to him.
Nah.
Every time I think about hip hop, excuse me, I can't say that, but every time that I see who's up or who's hot in hip hop, I ask my daughter real quick because she's in the realm right now where she just turned 19. So she's in the realm right now where she is listening to hip hop coming in, full fledged, where she's listening to lyrics. I've taught her, you gotta listen to you gotta listen to lyrics, you gotta listen to beats, you gotta listen to all that because hip hop is that culture. Mm-hmm. She loves J. Cole. She loves Kendrick Lamar. She loves Eminem. Besides that, she loves those new time rap.
Yeah,
A Boogies and them.
but-
that she's on it with all that, right?
Yeah.
So, with that said, I really feel, and I'm going by my daughter's listening because she's
Okay.
an avid hip hop listener. Avid. Did I get it right? Did I get it right?
Yeah,
Avid?
go ahead.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead.
teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Yeah, correct.
So she's an avid hip hop listener. So with that said, I put myself back in her shoes and I'm like, yo, let me know who you listen, let me know who's hollering. And she's saying,
Who she say? A Boogie?
no, but she's saying that one of
Oh.
J. Cole's
I'm gonna
one
say,
of
y'all
them.
live across the
So-
street from A Boogie, so
Yeah, J,
of
yeah.
course you're gonna say that.
A Boogie is definitely one. But J. Cole is one of hers. So not only her, my 14-year-olds, my twins,
You should have took them to the Millennial Tour.
they are talking about J. Cole. They are talking about Eminem.
But that's because you
But
no.
that-
But
hold on,
that's
hold on,
because
hold on,
that
that's
doesn't
what-
count.
no,
that
no.
doesn't count. You just said I trained them and I live with
Nah,
them
you know
to
what it is,
have
though?
that
Check it out, check it out,
mentality.
check it out.
That's not fair. You taught them well. Good job.
Desi, yes. My twins, not really, because I still they're
Okay.
up and coming. They don't know yet about the hip hop, and I'm in training with them.
Okay.
But they already had the J. Cole. They already had the Kendrick.
You don't
and they
think it
already
passed
had the
generational?
Eminems. It could have been.
Generation.
could've
You
been.
listening to in
It
the
could've
house.
been.
They're gonna honest. That's how I listen to the music. What's around me? Who do my parents listen to? What my grandmother listening to? Or my brothers?
I don't listen to hip hop in front of them.
Okay.
I don't listen to hip hop in front of them because of some content that as a parent
Oh,
I try to.
you
But besides,
great parent.
all right, let me get to where I'm getting at, T. So, with that said, the youngins are listening to J. Cole, so J. Cole has that audience. He has that audience. So why cater to the shit you're talking about? That's not what you're
I'm
doing.
gonna tell you why the youngins is fucking with J. Cole. It's because of his relationship that he has with some of their favorite artists right now. That's why they're fucking with him.
Why switch up your
Because
style?
of Kodak.
Why switch
no,
up your style?
No, bro. Listen. You know what they say, man.
Yo, if everybody loves Bravo, I'm gonna be Sal.
No.
I'm not gonna be
No,
on some
but
like,
you're
yo,
not gonna be Bravo.
let me do what Bravo's doing.
No.
To get on.
But
You're
let me
not gonna
listen.
wear
But
shades every
let
Thursday.
me say though.
Shoot.
Sometimes, see, J. Cole, he's doing his research and he realizes that to get some of these kids to kind of pay attention and to listen and to get in tune, I might have to feed them something that they're familiar with. So I might have to give them a trap beat. But that doesn't mean I'm going to change up my style.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? It's like teasing you with the food.
He definitely
You know what I'm saying?
did switch up his flow.
This is for the
Okay.
dessert and all, but you got to get the vegetables first to get here.
But that,
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
that
That's
beat
important.
kind of fucked me
But
up. And that's when I was on.
see,
I like
you're-
the beat.
You're going more critical
But,
on the
and that's
beat
probably because that's
he's
what
a
you do.
producer.
That's what you
Because
do.
he's
That's
a
your producer.
producer.
I could look
So
at
he's
the
going
lyrics
in
and be
on the
like,
beat
I didn't
more.
like his word
Me,
choice.
I wasn't even paying attention to the
the
beat.
beat, that's
I'm
true.
just listening to what he's saying, and I'm like,
Stay
Cole,
woke,
real.
brother. Stay
and I'm
woke.
like, and I'm like, yo, Cole, he's doing it because some like I said, sometimes you have to do it a little bit their way, so you could give them it your way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe he's gonna come with something
He
else.
knows
Jay
that
Boogie, what you feel about that,
He
that
just
topic?
called
You
you Jay
heard
Boogie.
Rob, you
That's
heard
cool,
me.
yeah. I'm
What
gonna
you
start
feel about
rapping
that?
now.
You just called him Jay Boogie.
I'm gonna get in the studio tomorrow. About what he said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
he's
mean,
right.
what we
General.
both
He's
said,
right,
you
he's
know what I mean?
right.
I said my point. He said his point, but then I did.
He's
It's
right.
like,
the
what
the
you
beat,
feel about
because the new generation now, we listen for the beat,
Right.
right? So he got you with the beat. Now you're gonna pay attention. The older generation who came out with the greats, we listen to the lyrics. So he got both for you.
Both
so
worlds.
you gonna
And if
whatever
for
you
me, he
attract
look good,
to,
so
he's
you
gonna
know.
bring you into the other world at the same time. So if you like the lyrics, cool. You're gonna start bopping your head to the beat eventually. And if you just like the beat, well, you bopping your head to the beat, you're gonna hear some of the stuff he's saying with the lyrics. So he's catching both worlds at the same time.
Changed my mind.
Yeah.
That's
Done
true.
changed my mind.
Well, I want to switch directions real quick because one of the reasons why I brought you to the show is because I always see it. Obviously, I talk about the discounted tickets that you post up, but I think that the culture needs more positive things to attach themselves to, and I always see you like promote such amazing events. If it's just college people, helping them get into college, panel discussions about this, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So can you just speak about some of those positive things that you bring to the culture?
Sure. So with the resources that I have, I try to bring cool events that either I would like to go to or I see that's popular out in the market, and then just bring it to the venue or different venues, and just to attract people to what they like. Of course, the goal is to make money.
Yeah.
But with those ticket sales, I want to bring value to what you spend. So if people are into fashion and it's Fashion Week, I try to do like a mixer with different industry heads in fashion. If it's like an influencer night and people love that person and they don't get a chance to meet them, I get the chance to bring everybody together for that. And there's so many industries, tech, business, real estate, fashion. So I just bring it all together in a fun environment, and then people get something out of it. So that's what it's already cool.
Yeah.
I'm not making it cool.
But you're promoting it.
It sounds cool.
You're promoting it, and I don't see that a lot. So I think that that's very important to change just the dynamics of the culture, because we don't, like growing up, I didn't see those. I may have. They may have been out there, but I didn't see so much access where I can go on an Instagram and be like, oh, I want to learn about college applications. And I go on your page, bang, you have an event about this. So if I want to learn about something, bang, I go to your page and I'm like, oh, he knows every topic and covers all the events.
So what you doing is this like a side hustle, a hobby, or is this going to be a full-fledged, company?
I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure out. The more you get into it, the more you can see where it could go.
Yeah.
The more you just keep going, and you could switch, you could alternate, you could change it up, you could remix it, right? You could go into one thing, right, and then while you're doing that, you find a niche that nobody's doing, and then you switch it up. So I don't know yet, but to answer that question, but yeah, I'm just.
You're just going with it
and see what happens, see what people stick to, and then make something out of it.
I'll say this, Joe, and more power to you, more success to you, and more love from HHPOV, brother. Talk to the people, let them know where they can contact you, let them know where they can.
I didn't have his IG. I gotta get it.
For sure.
Yeah, IG,
no,
anything.
I gotta get it. I like doing.
Bravo was like, let me get my phone out.
Run out of time.
I need the guest IG. Go ahead.
Doing stuff like that, man. That's what it's dope.
Appreciate the hip hop point of view. You can follow me at Joe's BK, spelled JOZEBK.
Okay.
And then you could keep updated with all the events, different stuff coming up. And then you could just be a part of it. Let me know how I can help. If you have cool ideas that you want to run out, be glad to help you with that. And then we keep pushing.
Dope, man. So we gonna take a 3-minute break, man, because we gotta run quick. But Jose, we gonna take some promo pics in this.
Yeah.
Slims, take us out real quick.
HHPOV.
Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stunning. Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stunning. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? So close to the money, I can see it coming. Watch me make it squirt, wet like vaginas. No co-signers, big like designers. My fashion all black, rockin' camo. Black Timberlands, I call Timbos. If I wish a nigga dead, that's revenge though. Screw the silence on tight and watch his melon blow. I got demons of my own, my shit be suicidal. Mama friend's son killed himself with the rifle. If you don't believe me, I swear right hand on the Bible. My life changed for the better, they gon' say it's worse. Cause I ain't outside banging out, they putting work. When niggas outside dying trying to move that work. How can I wish 100 goons to really pray for me? When living out there in them trenches is like slavery. Father forgive me, death to haters, leave them 6 feet. Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stunning. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? My life changed for the better, they gon' say it's worse. Cause I ain't outside banging out there putting work. I had to bring that part back just to remind myself. My cousin died, I left shorty. Am I myself? I found myself by myself even though I'm taken. Liam Nilsson working hard like a Jamaican. 2 babies, I am the father, where's the bacon? 2 80s, fully loaded, keep noted. Any given day reloaded, burn notice. Luxury items, I fantasize, big lotus. 4-door, British European, just dreaming shit. Crib so big, I need an island, overseas and shit. Drop top roof in my kitchen, iced tea and shit. Stars lit up in the ghost, you not seeing shit. Toast all over the butter, obese and shit. You come talking that gutter, watch my pieces hit. Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stunning. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? Have you ever heard the engine or the ghost running? If you say you mine, nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, they be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stuff. Let's go.
HHPOV.
He's still working on it. Yeah, we cool. Yo, we ready. We 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Check those mics.
Yeah.
Got here from last week.
Cindy, check that mic. Isabel, check that mic.
Yeah.
I think it's working. I think it doesn't work.
Yeah.
She tried to blow on it like.
She blew on the mic.
She said like this by accident. She said.
It's working. It's working. I think. Hello. Excuse me. I like that pink one. Yes, my favorite color. All right.
Can you hear me?
You can take it out.
Yeah, we can hear
you.
you.
Know what I mean? It's on
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me.
We're live in
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
Let's get busy.
Let's go. Hip hop point of view. We're here
Yeah.
with our, I would say, our Bronx,
El Bronx.
our Bronx community members, El Bronx. So there you go. There you go. The best intro. So Isabel, real quick, tell them what the book title is.
It's Parenting from Broken Pieces. So
What was the I would say, not to what made you write the book, but what made you come up with that title?
actually, the title was from, finally realizing that, there is no manual. I came from a lot of brokenness. So when I became a parent, I started to really recognize where those pieces were broken and missing. So it was important for me to make it personable, the title.
Well, one thing about the book is if you look at the title, you kind of get an idea where we're going and where it's at. Cindy is the executive director of everything Isabel says. Right? Nope, we're not saying that. We're saying that. So if you see her, right,
yeah,
over there. So Cindy, just introduce yourself. I see you here. I don't want anybody to think you're just sitting there. They don't know why.
I'm just here for support.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
No, not just.
So Isabel, where are you from?
I am from the Bronx, born and raised in the Bronx.
Really?
Yeah, 198th Street.
198th what?
And between Creston and Jerome.
He's like,
yeah. I live in Newburgh now, the town of Newburgh. I'm up there. Been up there for the past 10 years. So yeah. But
So Rob, you don't remember Cindy or Isabel?
No.
I gotta see pictures, B.
They look the same. I have to say that.
Really?
They look exactly the same.
I'm not gonna.
I'm
not gonna lie.
They do.
I was just running amok in the streets, man. I was just running amok. So it was like if you wasn't like in my immediate circle, it was just like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was rolling.
Now, I got a story, man, and Cindy, you may not ever remember this, man, but I was about.
She doesn't remember you.
I don't remember that.
Cindy,
you are spicy.
I'm gonna put it out here, man. I was about 10 years old, and I think I went to OLR, and we was in the basketball court inside the refugee. I don't think you remember.
The church.
You know what I'm talking about.
Our Lady of Refuge.
You know what I'm
Our Lady of Refuge.
Come on, man.
And I remember
Inside the camp.
I remember the first time that I saw a girl with some blue eyes, and I kind of had the hard eyes. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And it's like, yeah, that was Cindy. And I always remember you, even if you. And while I was growing up and rolling around the hood and all that, you didn't know who the fuck I was. But I knew exactly what, because I always remember that time. So, I just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out.
He's like, yo, 20 years later, I just wanted to let you know, I was a stalker. I was stalking you.
Stalking you when I was 10.
Let's just say 30 years later. Let's just say
30 years later, I was stalking you. Remember when you was in the bodega in the corner store? You was getting that sandwich? And that guy that walked in just keeps peeking in through the door? That was me.
You guys are tough.
That's funny.
You guys are
That's
tough.
funny. So, Cindy, any response to that? No?
Cindy's like, wait till this mic is off.
Cindy, the eyes are real. The eyes are real. And, nice to meet you.
I'm a married man. I'm happily married.
So you have nothing to worry about.
You know what I mean? Nothing to worry about. I'm just throwing it out because of my youth, and I remember what I was doing.
He's happy. He's so happy.
No, but it's interesting. It's interesting because and when we were talking on the side with Isabel, right? Isabel was telling me how we travel so many similar circles, right? And then to end up in the same room at the same table, it's just amazing. Years later, right? So just think about 30 years. I'm not saying anybody's age. I don't put nobody's age. But think about back in the days. Would you ever even fathom being in a room talking about business? And that's just amazing.
No,
it's
not
amazing.
At all.
So
I'm so happy I didn't do dirt to them.
Yeah, she's like, I remember
rap.
you.
Yeah, imagine.
I remember this guy.
But so as I was looking through the book, right, and very few books I've seen have like engaging pieces. So there was a little questionnaire area where you could write in. What made you put that in?
Because some of the topics are, they're very thought provoking. simple questions like what makes you happy. How many of us that are still dealing with stuff are not able to answer that, right? Because people, what makes you happy? They'd be like, oh, a car or this. No, peace of mind to me has always been peace of mind, right?
Matter of fact, let's go to that section. You in that section now? Go to the first page of the engaging part. You just passed. It was the writing piece, right? So let's go around.
What are your fears?
What are your fears? So let's go with one of those. So Cindy, start with you. What are your fears? One, just one. One of your fears.
One of my fears would absolutely be my daughter getting sick again.
Daughter getting sick. Okay, Rob, one of your fears. Move around real quick. We're going through the books. It's a workshop. Come back to you.
I got so many.
Yeah.
Maybe my wife or my one of my daughters passing away or something.
Okay. All right. Shantae, one of your fears.
I'm gonna go light, but it may not be light, but being homeless.
Being homeless. Wow.
Yeah,
Isabel, one of your
that's a fear.
fears.
I'm going to say losing my family, my daughter and my husband. You know, that's,
Okay, let's go to another question. Pick another question.
I'm not. Do you have no? I don't want fears. Let's skip that. How old is the inner child you wish to release?
That's deep. All right, let's start with Sal over here. How old is the inner child you want to release? How old is he?
Like
is he 5? Is he 10 at OLR? Right.
And the refugee camp?
At the refugee camp? Trying to escape?
At the
He
bodega?
wants to escape?
At the bodega?
The refugee camp in El Bronx?
At the bodega right next to 143. Remember the bodega next to 143? Yes.
Next to C-Town? Next to C-Town?
Yes. Next to C-Town.
And I forgot the question.
The inner child.
How old is the inner child you want to release?
Maybe 16, man.
Wow, 16. Okay. Rob, you still on the first question.
Nah, okay,
can we get this one?
To go to the fair, I've always had a fear of like my mom's or my daughter's, God forbid, rape.
Oh wow.
That was like always one of my deepest fears.
Okay.
That's
always.
Waiting that long for that, man.
deep. Right.
Nah, it was because me. I could take care of whatever,
Mhm.
man. It's just always them.
That's real. And then what was your inner child?
I think like 14, 15.
14,
man.
15? Okay. Cindy?
13.
13? Why 13? I'm just
Because
curious.
that was that was a good turning point.
A good turning point for you.
And you said inner child. If you said youth, I would say, or young adult, I would say 26.
Hold on.
Isabel.
Well, in the book, I get a little deep. So that inner child was 8 years old. I had a traumatic experience happen to me at the age of 8, which I disclose in the book. So if I can go back to that child, there was a lot of things that I could do different, that I would have done different. Yeah.
So, and not to belabor it because it's probably juicy in the book, right? But you want them to go get it, right? But at 8 years old, did you felt like you had control of certain things?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. Okay. Shantae?
I was going to say the same thing, actually. I was going to say around 7 and 8. I, too, had a traumatic childhood growing up. And if you know, you're talking about one experience, I just remember an experience I had with my sister, and I didn't have a care in the world. We just were, it was one of those days where you just made up a game in your house and you played, and you probably are like, this is not a real game, but we made it up just to go out through the day. And I remember growing up making up these fake games with fake names and just not having a care in the world.
Using that imagination, right?
Yeah.
That was
Well, imagination was running free.
I was very free.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of games.
Wow. So another question, when we were talking about coming on the show, and she, you know, we're hip hop point of view, and she was like, "Don't drill me on hip hop."
Because I don't know nothing.
It's like,
I don't know
I don't know nothing.
Well, I was gonna, well, you know, we was gonna ask him that question about Sierra though. I'm still curious about.
They didn't hear.
Go
They
ahead.
wasn't here.
They were here, but I wanted to know their
Oh,
opinion because
yeah.
I knew the title of the book. So I was like,
Yeah.
I want to wait until they get on to see what their thoughts are. But you want to go?
Real quick, just about Sierra filing to change her son's name from Future to Russell Wilson Jr.
Now, do you know the whole history of?
I don't know much of it. I mean, I've known
Future
bits
is
and
trash. That's all you
pieces.
need to
Yeah,
know.
that he's put her through a lot.
Yeah.
Well, a quick thing is that Future is her.
Yeah,
father,
I know
right?
that. Mm-hmm.
And then now she's with,
married. Yep, and she has a little girl, right?
And,
Yeah.
and Future had the. So how do you feel about that part where she wants to change the child's name to
Listen, I don't judge, and I don't want to. This is
Whoa.
tough.
That's what I said.
This is
I
tough
said that's
because
a real,
as a parent, you know, you don't know the situation. So I say, you know, and I use that here too, and I say, and that's something that I preach a lot. Don't judge another parent, another family situation, because you don't know what happens behind those closed doors.
Exactly, always.
So I'm very careful about, you know, my opinions.
Thank you. I said
So
I've never heard that.
So give me something you would need to make, just to give some advice, more advice on that situation. What would you need?
You need all the facts.
All the facts.
You need all the facts, and you know, we don't really know all the facts. So I refrain from judging people. I'm really working on that as I've gotten older. I'm really careful about, you know, situations and who I judge, because who am I to judge anybody?
Yeah, it's so
I said for me it has to do with like perspectives. You know, we don't know what Sierra's thinking, Russell, Future, and I said imagine being Future Jr. telling your father you don't want his name and you want another man's name. I said, so we don't know that that's happening. You know, we have to think about the best interest of the child, and if he says it, I want to do this, then what are they as parents to then say no? You know, like what if he doesn't want any association with his father, and for him, he may be, for him, a broken piece, and he wants to start fresh. So for you to say no, you know, like that's why I said it's like you have to look at it from so many different perspectives, but from the child perspective, to tell somebody that, like, I don't want your name, I would rather have somebody else's name, that's on a whole nother level right there for me.
So you mean Future Wilson?
No. I don't know Future.
Future Wilson.
No, it's going to be Russell Wilson.
No, it's going to be Russell Wilson Jr.
But it's Future son though, Future Wilson. But regardless, let me ask you something. You have a man that's taking care of his son. For instance, Future. Russell's doing the same thing. Ciara, you know what I mean, has him in his life. So what if Future does what he has to do as a father? What do you feel about changing the name then? Do you have an opinion on that?
No. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to really refrain from it. I mean, I have stepchildren, and, you know, those are things that, you know, you don't know the situation. There's two sides to a story, really three sides to a story, right? So you have to be really careful with that. So yeah, I'll be the wrong person for you to ask that.
I like the fact that you said, you know, you're one of the people to talk to, because you know situations. Like, I don't have a stepchild, so I wouldn't know. I'm not in a stepchild situation, so I wouldn't know. But that's interesting, right?
And I like to call them bonus.
A lot of
bonus
people,
bonus kids. Yeah, bonus kids, because stepchild sounds so.
So it's called bonus kids.
Sounds so not. It sounds so not yours.
Yeah, so it sounds so impersonal.
Like my stepsister. I've never said
like that.
You don't have children in your
I
own,
do.
right?
I have a 12-year-old.
Okay.
And my husband has children from his previous relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's what. Do you have any children?
I do. I have 2 kids and
Two
2
kids.
stepchildren.
Two bonus.
Two bonus.
And,
bonus. Ding ding.
Bonus.
as a person in the same situation that had it, it's very, and you know it's crazy. You are walking a very thin line with the bonus child, because you got to know, even though you're the parent there, you still got to know how to address the child, because the child can at any moment be like, you're not my.
That's a fair.
You're not my mom.
That's a fair.
And it takes so much out of you that you like. And I always believed in that, like, it's for the original parent, for them to be like, listen, as long as this person's in the household,
they're a bonus parent.
Your parent. They are your parent.
But as long as they're treating you right.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
Because that's another thing that you know, when you have your children in someone else's home, like, I think about that, right? Because nothing lasts forever. Like, I hope my marriage does, right? But we don't know what's going to happen. But you got to make sure that someone's treating your kids right. Because if you're mistreating my kid, then no, you're not going to. No, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think about who's going to put your kid at harm. Like now, The Blended. I don't know if you guys read The Blended book.
The Blended Family.
That was a really good book, and it explained a lot. And is another thing that I say with us women, that we tend to, when there's blended families, we tend to get like this fence. We put this fence up, like this competition thing, and we have to stop that for the sake of our children. Because if everybody is on the right page, that whole if she looked better than me or whatever, or she did it better than
I wouldn't.
We can't do that. No, not at this
and
age.
just to give us some background. See, this is what I was telling Isabel, right? Hip hop just permeates what we're talking about. The blended family is the Swizz and Alicia Keys, right?
Yeah. And
So they wrote a book about and Mashonda and the blended family. So see how hip hop is in there, right?
Yeah.
Cindy,
Yes.
right? None to be worried. Hip hop is in there. You don't even know it,
right?
You brought hip hop up.
You brought it up.
She
Put
brought
that
it up.
seasoning in there, like.
Sazon.
Stir it up.
Yeah, but you were gonna say something, bro?
One thing as a parent, and I had my children young, like we were still enjoying ourselves. When
Inner child young? Inner child to release?
Yeah,
young?
I had my inner child. When I was my inner child, I had my But
Guys,
I always, to this day, I tell people like there is no manual. There is like everybody raises their child different, and every day you are learning how to be a parent. Like my children now are in college, and it's another level of parenting. I gotta know when to step in and when to step out. Now, like they grown, they gotta make these choices.
Especially if they're away.
And we get into it. Me and my oldest daughter. Oh my God, we get into it. Like I told her, she's like, well, I'm grown. I can do that, and I'm like, and I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it until it gets to a point where it's really out of control and she can't control it.
And you know when you already know when to step in. And quick question: I see the cover, right? Is that you, right there?
No. So this cover actually, I went back and forth with the company. Shout out to them. They did Stanton Publishing House. She did a really, really good job with the cover. I gave her my vision of what I wanted, and she came up with it. I told her I love the ocean, and you know, I do have a daughter, so that's what that represents.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
And now let me get some basic questions. Right? Price. How much is the book?
$20.
$20. Now,
Is it 1999 or is it $20?
1995?
Yeah.
Is it 1995?
You know how you back in the day, your mother be like, 20 pesos, 20. It's 1999, but I'm $20.
Does this $20 include shipping and handling?
Well, when you order, yes, when you order through the author website, it's free shipping.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And if we order from you,
yeah, that's my website. So if you order from
no. I mean, if we
now.
order from you right now,
verbally.
oh, it's in my trunk.
Hey, 20
It's
cash.
still Bente? It's still Bente? It's Bente?
Cash. Straight cash.
Oh, we heard it. She said 1999.
1999.
Oh, man, you gotta.
And you get speed delivery.
You got change?
Same day delivery.
You got change?
Same day delivery.
And we
Same
got
day
quick
delivery.
Same day
Amazon,
delivery.
same day
And you
delivery.
get a selfie.
Okay.
You get a selfie with
If you order from me verbally, right, you get a selfie and same day delivery.
Same day delivery.
Okay. That's what's up. That is dope. That is something new. We need to put into the package.
Yeah.
So now the part where I know I've seen you speaking on the book, doing some powerful things, meeting up. What is like some if you even thought that far, like what are some long-term visions you have with the book? Are you thinking about a movie?
A play.
A play. Oh, I like that. That's dope.
So we're going to take one of the stories and toying with that idea now. The person that wrote my foreword, her and I have had conversations. And
Just say it.
so the person that wrote my foreword actually is Monifa. She is my baby mama, we call it, right? Because that's what she refers to me as in the book. So I kind of toyed with the idea at the beginning of the year, and she said, I'm here to help you. I'm here to take it on. So.
And explain that situation because they're puzzled right now. I know
Yeah.
they don't know what the hell's going on.
So Monifa is someone, which is ironically so. We were talking about music, and in the 90s, it's been too long. That was my favorite. I used to rock out to it. And
No, excuse me.
Please don't play it.
she's
We gotta
working
make it
so
right.
such a small world that she's actually my bonus daughter's mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yes.
Yes.
So she's a great person. You know, she even, you know, we were just talking about that, women tearing each other down. When I asked her, you know, we're talking about the book, and I told her, there was no hesitation in writing that forward for me.
Wow.
So the relationship has always been, it's always been good. Always
That's
been
dope.
a lot of respect with each other.
Nice.
you
No
know?
changing in the names.
No.
He's Bravo stuck
No
on that.
change
Yeah.
no.
So who do you see playing Isabel in this play?
Well, actually, it won't be Isabel because there's 3 stories in that book of 3 different women, friends of mine, who I changed their names. There is a story about, suicide. There is a story about Nella, which is criticism, right? Having the family overly criticized. And then there's a story about drugs and, alcohol and how that affected her parenting and how she sunk into a depression hole. So still trying to toy with which one would be a lot more powerful to bring out.
Which one of those is yours?
None of the 3, no.
Jeez.
No.
So
You got my truth in the back, which is...
yours is in the back. Okay,
and you got some of my truth in there. But those 3 stories, I can't take... I see... We all have pieces in there, right? With feeling low self-esteem, criticism in the family. I come from a Dominican family who... My God, my grandmother will see you and be like, "Oh my God, you're fat. What are you eating?" And you're like, "Jesus Christ, I'm anorexic," And those are the things that they would do. "Tú estás gorda," that's their favorite. That's their favorite thing. But yes, but it's not like they're trying to put you down. But when you look at it now, it's like me constantly. If I were to tell my daughter, you got to stop wearing your hair a certain way. How would that shot? Her self-esteem would be shot. I was taught, remember, back trying to straighten out my hair, beautiful curls. Now I'm like, Jesus, I wish I had those curls back because it was always, if you didn't look a certain way, if your hair wasn't pinned straight, you weren't really good enough, right? That's the way I was made to feel. So just some of those stories are really, really deep. You guys have to really read them. They're powerful.
So how did you get to, so you doing an interview of those parenting
They
pieces?
share their stories, yep. From
you?
beginning to end, they share their stories, and it intertwines with how I talk about, your broken pieces, how we, affirmations. Like I'm really big on affirmations. So telling yourself, because growing up, no one said to me, "You're beautiful," or this or that. So doing that now, it's something that I really, really promote. Especially with your children.
You need to jump in for something.
No, quick thing, Isabel. So all these stories that you have on this book is true stories.
Yes.
And
quick side idea. You got to do a part 2 with more stories on top of it.
Well,
she got to play.
That's why I have Cindy here because we're actually working. We have 15 women. We're doing a book called She Heals. So I'm working in a foundation, She Heals. We're bringing different women because we know that in this era, social media, right? Everybody wants to have a big butt and everybody wants to go to DR, right? And get all of that work. And listen, more power to you if that's what you're into. If that's what makes you happy, I'm not knocking that woman down.
No judge zone.
No judge zone.
Rob is ready.
No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't do it. You can because that's what makes that person happy, right? They're changing something about them. So I have 15 women that are going to share their truth. So I have some women that are going to talk about topics such as abortion, divorce, having a child with cancer, just really deep stuff. And these are all our true stories. So we will all do by August. August, we'll have the book out in August. 7th,
Leo.
So
we got about 5 more minutes just to let you know. Go.
Real quick,
No. The book is going to be She Heals. So we're all healing.
I think she said
we're all healing from something, right? So
I don't listen to it.
no, She Heals. So when I wrote the book, Cindy and I had a conversation about how I wanted to do this book and write about healing, and I said to her, the conversation was basically, I want to write this book, but I want to empower everybody else. Because ever since I wrote the book, I had girlfriends say, "Hey, I want to write a book or this," and I want to encourage people. So let us do this, let's all collaborate on it. It's going to be like an interview style. That's going to give a lot of people the wings. Go out and do your own, because we all have a story within us.
That's going to be the best project ever, because when you get all those people to focus on one thing, so everybody's going to be promoting that. That's going to be so many spin-offs. People are going to be doing so much off that. So,
That's
anything you need from us with that, please let us know.
Thank you.
Cindy.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
We got about 5 minutes. Go.
You said that 5 minutes ago.
I know your questions.
Go,
I know your
Bravo's questions are 20 minutes apiece.
Go.
The book, I just want to know, how long was the process? Like, how long this been turning in you? and then you said, you know what, let me put it down.
Will you guys
pages.
believe me if I told you I wrote that book part of 7 days?
No. 7 days.
Because last year there was something extremely painful that happened in my family. And it just brought about a sense of emotion. So every night I would sit there and just write and write. Not the editing and everything else. Of course, that took longer. But just putting it all on paper, 7 days.
Isabel, even before you said that, I knew you was going to say something crazy like that.
Well,
and that's
24
why
hours.
I had to say no from the gate. Because I've always thought about, like, how does that process take to write a book? You know, all those thoughts, all those words, and then that proper English and that part that I'm not good at.
Yeah.
No, listen.
I'm sorry.
I mean, they do editing for you. So you edit it or they edit it for you?
They edit it for you.
Yeah,
They
they're
do.
gonna edit it for you.
And of course, you're gonna miss some stuff.
Even those thoughts, just to put it in. How many pages do you have there?
So I have about 120, and now it's in Spanish also. I wanted to also add. I didn't want to forget about my Spanish people, my culture. So the book is in Spanish.
You've been kicked out the culture.
Dímelo.
Now you got to write a book about that.
No, it's in Spanish because a lot of stuff that we go through. A lot of women, don't even. I don't know, how can I say this? Don't dare to say some of the things that they're experiencing, especially in our culture.
Yeah.
I get it.
Some of them think it's commonplace, but so real quick, your Instagram. Tell them your Instagram.
So it's Parenting from Broken Pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have what you told me to Ari Bella's, which I also have a children's boutique online. Yes. So yeah.
And the children's boutique can we get clothes from
Yeah.
them? Okay.
Everything. I carry everything. I had a storefront for about a year. I closed that down because with working full time and running a store was hard. So now it's just online. So I do a lot of pop-up shows and stuff like that. Yeah.
Super dope.
Invite us to a pop-up.
Yeah. We'll be there.
And we'll support.
Any combination with the book, the clothing line? Or just
no, I don't
shirts?
design the clothes. I wish that I could. Actually, I wish that I was that talented, but I'm not.
Not yet. At least not yet.
Not
She's
yet.
gonna have to figure
Put it in there.
Cindy, you got to give a shout out. I heard there was a shout out you had to give before we leave.
So my husband Michael is
Michael
working.
who?
Michael Didi is working on his business. Anybody who knows?
God, yo.
Yeah.
I should be snuffed for this one.
I was waiting. I was waiting for the perfect moment.
He's gonna love this. He's like, make sure you give me a shout out. I'm like, I don't know if we're that kind of.
Now I remember you.
Yeah. So
We need a reunion up
yeah,
here. We
I'm telling
really
you.
do.
We need Michael, Dave, we need everybody up here. Yeah. So definitely. Sorry, Shantae.
I don't know.
So he's starting. We're starting this business. People, if you know anybody who wants to sell their home, is having trouble keeping it. We have investors standing by. We buy the property, no fees. We cover everything. And that's pretty much another project that we have going on the side. And so shout out to Lifeline Properties.
There you go. So we can't wait to bring him up here to talk about it, talk about that process, right? This is an amazing time. You know how it moves so quickly, but let us know about the events so we can come through.
Absolutely.
We do media at events, so we'll cover it, show that love. We good. You have Instagram? You have Instagram?
I do.
Okay. Give them the Instagram where they could, is it information about Lifeline?
LifelinePropertiesNY.com.
Okay.
Oh, it's Lifeline Properties NY.
POV.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
all right.
set it up. It hasn't. I haven't even put it out
As you
there.
type it in,
This
it'll
is
be
the first
there.
time I'm actually even talking about it. We've just been building it and doing
All right,
things
good.
offline. So.
Okay. So, Isabel, thank you again.
Thank you.
Appreciate
See,
it.
you had me nervous. I was like,
How'd you feel? How did we do it? How you feel now? Was it good?
No, this was great.
Okay, all right, good. Glad you wasn't nervous. Parents from Broken Pieces, check the book.
Yeah.
We got to wrap it up. Hip Hop Point of View, we out.
Yeah.